Hey, what's going on, Downtown Mafia? It's your boy, Gamba the Invincible, aka Show Nuff. You know me on Downtown Mafia, 595-960-010. I'm doing a blog today. This blog is going to be based on the turfs and the operations. Shout out to the devs once again, Vin. Shout out to Syndicate, my boy Stone Cold. Let me join a gang last tournament.
Yeah.
So I could continue fighting while my gang do what they do in the camp mode. I just want to say shout out to these new farmers. All of a sudden, I got people attacking me left and right. But guess what? Sure enough, don't care. I'm me. Do y'all. That's part of the game. Now that people hearing, devs done put more money on the loot expense. When people attack, be my guest. You attack me now, and I promise you, I'm coming back for you later. If you on my block list, just know I ain't blocked you for anything that you said to me. It's for what I'm going to do to you in the future. So, be aware. That go for all y'all. Y'all know y'all names. Y'all ain't worth my time to be sitting there saying y'all names. But you going to respect me. Know that. Anyway, before I even get into the situation on the turfs and the operations, I want to say in my previous blog I was speaking about the death matches, and I wanted y'all to know that I had a clerical error. The other two death match options that I forgot to mention were actually the death race, in which only cars are used, and the no holds bars, in which you come as you are. I did mention about the coming as you are, but I totally had a brain fart and didn't know exactly what the name of the deathmatch option was. However, the deathmatch option was no holds bars, and for lower level gangs, I suggest that you steer clear from that option of deathmatch, unless of course you're buying a lot of diamonds, or you're a reconstructed gang or something like that. That's really for the big boys. So right into the subject of discussion. What we said is turfs. The devs created turf wars, in which the 4 sections in which I mentioned about the missions are chopped up into 4 cities are chopped up into 8 sections, in which each section has a specialty for you to actually defend your turf or challenge someone to take the turf. Each turf carries a certain amount of money and XP points for you and your gang to share, and the turf operator actually collects the funds for the gang, and the funds are rationed out evenly according to how many gang members you have at the moment. There's also a bonus portion of the collection money that goes to the collector for doing his job. It's a range of money, and it's also a range of XP points. And the more you collect on the turf, the more you XP points you receive, up until the maximum amount of the XP points, or loot money for that, or collection money for that matter. All right. New York is broken down into 8 sections. Like I said, the 8 sections are West Harlem, which is 100 posse, El Barrio, which is a no holds bar turf. If you don't know about any of these war options, you can just go to the previous blog about the deathmatch options. These are all based upon the design of the deathmatch, and was added on to the turf wars to spice it up a little bit. Next, we have Central Harlem, which is a riot option. The death race is on Hell's Kitchen. 7th Ave holds another no holds bar. Brooklyn holds a power off option, and the Bronx holds a no holds bar option. Also, Queens, which is the last one, holds a no holds bar option as well. So, just from the beginning, it's letting you know you have to be on your dean in order to one, take a turf, and two, defend that turf until the satisfaction of your game. All right. Next we have Chicago, and Chicago is based as follows: we have Roseland, which is a riot option; Auburn, which is a power off option; Eaglewood, which is a no holds bar option. We have Little Italy, that's also a no holds bar option. The Loop is a death race option. Broadview is raw metal. Lawndale, which is my favorite, I spoke with this before, is the undead option. Logan Square, which is final in the Chicago City, is a no holds bar option. All right. Next we have Los Angeles. Los Angeles cities are according to start with Skid Row. Skid Row is a no holds bar option. Chesterfield Square, which is a power off option. Compton, which is 100 posse. Long Beach is a death race. Downtown LA is a no holds bar option. San Pedro, no holds bar option. Hollywood's a no holds bar option. Beverly Hills is a death race. Also, before I get to the final city, which is Las Vegas, each city and each section of the city holds a higher XP level than the last, which is why I'm saying these in order according to how they're listed on the Downtown Mafia game board. All right, so on to Las Vegas, where we have Spring Valley, which is a raw metal option. D Street, which is a power off option. Paradise, which is a death race option. Fremont, which is a no holds bar option. Las Vegas Boulevard, which is a no holds bar option. The Riot is on Henderson. Sunrise Manor is a no holds bar option. And Summerlin, which is final, is also a no holds bar option. Just be sure that when you do pick up on the turf, it's very good to see who has been on the turf before you. When was the last time the turf has been claimed, has been warred on? Because the devs only allow a gang to be alright. I'm wording that wrong. The devs allow you to be on the turf as long as you can hold the turf down. But in the event or the course that you lose your turf or you decide to leave your turf, you have a 24-hour waiting period before you can get back on that turf, which is a small strategy for lower gangs. If you want to get on the turf and you know you're not going to be able to hold it down but for so long, look for the times in which the activity of war is low on the turfs. A turf is left. The turf is left abandoned, and you can check and see on the events of the turf when was the last time it was occupied, who occupied it, and the list carries on for about I think 8 to 16 hour time frame or something like that. So you have a substantial amount of time to see exactly what pattern of activity has been going on the turf. All right. Secondly, in the second portion of this blog, I wanted to mention the devs' new option for gang warring and activity, which is the operations. Now, the operations are set up into different tiers. This was designed for all of the people who suggested. Now, this goes for lower tiers, middle tier, and higher ranking gangs and gang players. But this was designed for those who had complaints and issues about the fairness of gameplay. When we have a great portion of the Downtown Mafia world who buy attributes and strengthen themselves through purchase of diamonds which is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Versus the person who has to actually work and earn and strive a little harder to maintain their strength and stability and position in downtown Mafia. So the devs designed the operations according to the levels of the game. I think it's a tier level that goes by a 10 range. So from level 1 to 10 is tier 1, or maybe 1 to 5 is tier 1. 5 to 10 is tier 2. 10 to 15 is tier 3, and then anything higher than 15 is tier 4. Tier 4 higher level gangs, diamond gangs. It may even be higher tiers than what I know, but I know at the moment the Lords, which is my gang, is at tier 4. And we're actually level 16 right now when it comes to gang level and participation of war activity. So the operations are broken down similar to the way that the turfs are broken down, minus the fight option. These are all straight 101 wars in which no special attributes are contributed to the defense or offense of claiming a operation. I'm sorry. The operations are as follow. You have a Knoxville Loan Sharking Syndicate, which holds 80 XP points and anywhere between 11 mil and 14 mil cash per hour. All right. Next, you have the Detroit Big C Lab, which holds about 90 XP points and distributes 12 to 15 million per hour for your gang to share. All right. These are not individual. These are not individual XP points or cash distribution. These are all spread out amongst your gang evenly. Next, we have the Houston Gun Trade, which holds 100 XP points and ranges you between 14 and 17 million per hour to share amongst your gang. In the event of a war, in a situation like this, you want to be prepared because, like I said, this is basically a no holds bar situation in which you have to defend yourself as is. There's no special techniques, no tricks, or no power edges or decreases to help with the defense of claiming the operation as of yet. All right. At the moment, this concludes my my blog about the turfs and the operations. Real shortly, I am going to be hitting you guys with more blogs. Stay tuned for the boss blogs and the boss gang blogs. Stay tuned for the training blogs. Stay tuned for the assignment blogs, the hospital and the bank blog. Stay tuned for the hit list rivals and fight list blog as well. And I'll even throw in the hangouts and the mercs and things like that as well, intertwined with some of those blogs as well. Thanks again for giving me your time and attention. I'll do the best I can to keep everything accurate and knowledgeable for those who do follow my blogs. Once again, shout out to the devs for giving me the okay. Shout out to my gang, the Lord. Shout out to my secondary, my mini gang, the gatekeepers. Shout out to the syndicate. Like I said, shout out to One Nation. Shout out to Pyro. Shout out to Harm City Mafia. Mums, my boy. Shout out to Clack City. Y'all know who y'all are. and everybody else who's been still showing love and everything. Even the farmers. Shout out to the farmers. It's what the game is for. I just hope y'all ready when I come back out the gate. That's all I got to say. Signing off. Y'all know me, Show Nuff, 595-960-010. Easy.